Welcome to Taiwan. I'm Poyu Lin.
My destination today, located on the Jiangnan Plain of Taiwan, is the county of Jiayi. One of Taiwan's standards of agriculture, Jiayi County is home to farmers growing a range of crops. There's one, though, that's so sweet, one bite will warm your whole body. Can you guess what it is?
There it is, sugarcane.
Today's outing in Jiayi will be a cultural tour of the sugarcane industry and its history.
Railroad tracks here seem to be arranged in all kinds of complicated patterns. It feels like traveling back in time.
Established in 1906, Suantou Sugar Factory was officially Taiwan's third biggest sugar factory. But it was the island's best in terms of performance, and so Suantou became known as the crown of Taiwan sugar crop.
Railroads are one of the important tools for transporting materials to and from the sugar factories. This locomotive, built by a German company, has a history of almost 90 years.
This sturdy old steam locomotive number 650 is truly one of a kind. Thanks to the government's efforts, railway fans can now see the engine back in action lying the Jiangnan Plain, 44 years after it was originally retired from service in 1973.
Now, one of Taiwan's 100 biggest construction projects, Suantou Train Station was a transportation hub for raw materials when the factory was still in operation. Today, it still serves the same purpose.
Though actual sugar production here stopped long ago, the narrow gauge engines and cars that run along these tracks are still around. Taking a ride on the narrow gauge railway in this slightly chilly weather is a real pleasure. On the way, you can also admire the many rail cars that have gone into retirement. It's really opened my eyes. After 35 minutes on the narrow gauge railway, the first thing I'm going to do back at the factory is...
Let's eat some icy treats.
There are more than 20 types of frozen desserts at the factory, all of which are made in the traditional way for that old-time flavor.
I'm going to try the most popular product here, which is red bean and taro milk ice. Thank you. The red bean is so fine. Melts in your mouth with taro and milk ice cream. So sweet.
This century-old sugar factory is really a sight to behold. Not only is it full of history to discover, it's also one of the places where you will be able to take in the 2018 Taiwan Lantern Festival, an event that draws villagers from all over the world. I'm Poyu Lin. Enjoy your time in Taiwan. Ciao!